I really appreciate it. My name is Cleta Colson-Eyre. I am a future executive senior sales director in Mary Kay, which is a very real long title, but really, um, I've just been in a long time. I have some. Well, thank you everybody for calling in. I really appreciate it. My name is Cleta Colson-Eyre. I am a future executive senior sales director. I always forget about YouTube repeating what I say. Anyway, so we have a beautiful guest, Letitia. Thank you for calling in. I think we have another one calling in. And so what we're going to do is, first of all, I just want to thank the guests for calling in, because really we are just I'm going to tell you a little bit about Mary Kay, and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions to think about for yourself. And then I'm just going to tell you how to join Mary Kay, if it's something that you might like to do. And the person that called that asked you to listen to this, you'll want to get a hold of them so they can tell you how to get started. Okay, I'm going to tell you how to get started, but they can send you the little link to get started. And so, all I know is that if someone hadn't shared the Mary Kay opportunity with me 34 years ago, I'm just forever grateful for it. And it's not for everybody, you guys. I think the products are for everybody. The Selling Mary Kay is not for everybody, so it may or may not be for you. But you'll never know till you hear a little bit. And I guarantee you, when I heard about the business, there were some things that I just had no idea. I'm like, wow, okay, I didn't know that. So anyway, I'm excited to share with you a few things. So first of all, what I want to do is I want you to think about, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I want you to just think about the answers, okay? So what I wanted to ask you first is, what do you like best about your life or your job? And you may even just want to write it down. What do you like best about your life or your job? And then I want you to think, if you could change something about your job or your life, what would you change? And a lot of people will put one of a few things, but some people will put, I would make more money. Most people, I don't know hardly anybody that thinks they make what they're worth, or that they gotta always make more money. Some people would think, I would like to have some more time with my family, because time and money are those are two precious things, right? It takes money to pay your bills and do the things you want to do. And then of course, time is the time you spend with others, right? And the time you spend with your family and your friends. Some people want more flexibility and things like that. So kind of just think about that while I'm talking to you, because it could be that this could be an answer for you. I also want you to think about that if time and money were not an issue, how would you be living a year from now? If time and money were not an issue at all, how would you be living? And this kind of tells you how big you can think, okay? And then I want you to think about a time when you felt really successful in your life. And I want you to think about, what were you doing? What made you feel successful? And how did that go? When I think back, like before Mary Kay, and I thought, when did I feel successful? Is when I was playing basketball and we won like the region championship team. That was like so awesome, and then being like salutatorian when I graduated from high school. This is when I was younger, and so there's some times that you're proud of yourself. I want you to think about those times. And then I want you to think about if you do have flexibility and freedom in your life right now, or if you don't, because that's something that a lot of women really value in their life. And think about if you're paid what you're worth, and if you kept doing what you're doing right now, are you going to be happy in 5 years? You're like, yeah, that's good. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. But there's a lot of women out there and men that think, it's not like, no, I'm going to do something different. I don't know what, but I am not going to be doing this. And I can remember that way after one of my second job. I thought, this is fine, but this is not me. I am not going to be doing this job the rest of my life. And, I was grateful for work, but it was not my dream job, if you know what I mean. So I want you to think about those questions for yourself. And then I'm going to tell you just a little bit about my journey in Mary Kay. And I'm going to tell you about Mary Kay too, but just to give you an idea of how I know what I'm talking about. So I joined Mary Kay right out of college. I was a computer major and I had a facial. This girl invited me to have a facial, went to her house, had the facial, loved the products. Very surprisingly, my grandmother sold Mary Kay back in the 60s. So I really kind of thought it was for older women. And I was in my young 20s. I was 22. And so, but I tried it and I really liked it. And I ended up buying the product, the skincare. It cleared my face up with acne. It looked so much better, like 2 or 3 weeks. And so I booked a party and I had the consultant come to my house, and I had a party of 5, 6 friends around the table, and we just had a great time. All my friends, they bought products. They loved it. They all booked parties with her, and my mom was the one I was telling her all about it. I was in Arkansas, and she was in Georgia, and she said, "You ought to think about selling, Mary Kay. They give you some extra money." And that week, I had just needed new tires on my car. I don't know how many miles I had on it, but they were what they call bald. You know what I mean? And like unsafe, like you're driving and like you could blow a tire. And so I didn't have any money. And I remember that week asking my parents for some money to get tires on my car. And so even though I was working, I had another job, then I still didn't have extra money. And so she said, "Why don't you do that? They give you that extra money that you need, for things like tires on your car and stuff like that." And so I thought, I mean, honestly, it may be like you, Letitia, on here. I never even thought about doing something like this, like ever. Like this is, I just never thought about selling anything on the side. Now it's a lot more prevalent. Really, it is. A lot of people sell stuff on the side, and so it's very common. But back then, it really wasn't. But you know what? I ended up joining. I love my Mary. I've been doing it full time for over 30 years and have made an executive income, 6 figure. And so it's been really cool that it's been easy to um, just make a living and a life with my Mary Kay business. I can't imagine it not being in my life. And I've been able to earn free cars and, have just the best girlfriends ever and have a business that is very positive. And so as I tell you a little bit about the company, I'll insert some of my own opinions on it as well. But that's just a little bit about how I got started in Mary Kay. So just to get to know a little bit about Mary Kay, some of the things that set us apart from other companies is one, Mary Kay built the company. Mary Kay Ash is a lady that started the company from Dallas, Texas, and she built it on the priorities of the golden rule and to put God first, family second, and career third. And to me, that's the thing I like about this the most. It is just a great value-based company. And it really, the women are sincere in it. They're positive. They're out to help women. And so, we have a little saying in Mary Kay that one woman can lift others up along the way. And so Mary Kay also is a company that gives back. We've done millions of dollars to help the lives of women and children around the world. We have more than 1,400 patents on products, technologies, and packaging designs. So this isn't some copycat company. It is something you can really be proud of to sell. The products are beyond amazing to me, beyond amazing. This is a company built by a woman for women, and I love that. We have a little a little brand manifesto. Okay, and it is that we're a brand with a purpose, built by a woman for women. Opportunity is what we create. Beauty is what we sell. Hope is what we give back. We believe in the empowerment of women. Everything we do is with a desire to help them feel beautiful inside and out and create personal relationships like no other brand can. And you may buy some other kind of brand. What do you know about that company? Honestly, when I bought other brands of makeup, I didn't know anything about them. I just thought, well, this is cute, pink a mascara and a pink tube. I'll try that. I didn't know anything about the founder or the company or anything like that. So, Mary Kay started the company in 1963 in Dallas, Texas, and the values of the company some things that she is known for is the thing that she used to say to us because I was trained by Mary Kay, that pretends every woman you see has a sign around her neck that says, "Make me feel important." And when you do that and you make other people feel important, then guess what? They're gonna listen. You're gonna form a relationship with them. It's gonna make them feel good, whether they buy Mary Kay or not. They'll leave a better person after they've been in your space, and I love that. The go give spirit of giving back and helping others is very big in Mary Kay. The balanced priorities, like we already talked about, and of course, if you've heard anything about Mary Kay, you have probably heard about some pink Cadillacs, some pink cars. Well, we actually have several other cars that you can earn the use of in Mary Kay. Chevy Malibu, a black Traverse, a black Chevy Equinox, and then of course the pink Cadillac. And there has been over 160,000 independent sales force members worldwide who have earned the use of a Mary Kay career car. So it's not a company that only like 3 people won. And when I first heard of Mary Kay, that's what I thought. I thought, well, probably what, 10 people win Cadillacs, but it's not so. We're the biggest fleet, in America. And as far as like Cadillacs on the road and our Mary Kay cars, is pretty awesome. So it's definitely there, something that you can achieve. We do have 0 landfill sites at Mary Kay Global Manufacturing Facility, and we've actually planted 1 million trees around the world. So if you are environmentalist, you might like that to hear that. Okay, so those are just a few facts about the company that you may or may not have known. Now, I want to tell you about some gifts that women find from the Mary Kay opportunity, and I want you to think if any of these hit your hot button, and you're like, "That's what I'm looking for." These are some things that women have found from a Mary Kay opportunity more than just money. Okay, so I'm going to read a couple of them to you. One is personal and professional growth valued. Another gift is financial security, positive community or a tribe. Everybody wants that tribe of women, that sisterhood. Okay, mentorship, that you're mentored by women that have gone before you, a sense of purpose in your life, positive female friendships, where you can own your own business and be your own boss, to work with a company with global responsibility, like we just talked about, to have multiple streams of income. Anybody that if you go to a financial class this day and age, they'll say you need multiple streams of income, because if one of them happen to get cut off for one reason, you've got another way to make money. And so I love that. And environment empowering women. If you're about women power, and I don't mean power that, we're feminists, we walk all over men. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about lifting up each other, right? Then this could be a company for you. If you are looking for something that helps you use your own personal strengths and to help make a change in your community. So I want you to think about all those and maybe write a couple of those down that would appeal to you. You're like, you know what? I would like to own my own business, and I would love to be involved with a business that empowers women. So that's what Mary Kay is all about, you guys. And so the financial flexibility, well, this is going to come from making money. So I want to just go over 5 areas where how we make money in Mary Kay, and some of the things you may or may not know. Okay, so the first one you probably know, and that is when we do makeovers. Okay, we do facials and makeovers. We make 50% on every product that we sell. This is the highest direct selling commission in the United States. There's a lot of other things that you could sell. I won't even name them all. But a lot of these companies, you're going to make 25%. You might make 30, you might make 35, you might even make 40. You rarely see where it's 50%. At a Mary Kay party on average is 4 or 5 people. This usually has about 300 to 400 in sales. Of course, it could be higher. Much higher, it could be lower, but that's just average, you guys. Takes about 2 hours of your time to go do a party. And so I want you to think about it. If you were going to do a party and it took 2 hours, with your schedule right now, how many could you do? Could you do 1? If you had 2 extra hours a week, could you do 2? Could you do 3? And so whatever that number is, just take that number and times it by 300. Okay. So let's say you said, I could do 2 a week. Okay. So that would be $600 in sales, and the 50% of that is your profit. So that would be, $300 in profit for you for that week for 4 hours of work. Okay. And even if you want to add up 30 minutes or so to get to the party and back, I do a lot of my parties here at my house, actually. But you think about that. What would you spend your profit on? Because that's good money, right? Today I had a little Mary Kay directors meeting, and right when I got out of the directors meeting, I checked my messages and I had reorders for $100, and they both happened to go to church with me. So they're like, hey, are you going to church tonight? Can you bring me this, this, and this? So, I slipped them a little pink Mary Kay bag right before Bible class tonight, and, made $50 really quick. So, that's the cool thing about it. And that is the next thing about Mary Kay. It's your reorder business, because we are selling something that does run out. And you get 50% profit on that. Our products are consumable, meaning our customers use up their cleanser, they use up their moisturizer, their mascara gets dry, if they've used it 3 months, and their lip gloss, because they use them every day. So we have a real high retention rate, which means that people will come back and buy Mary Kay when it runs out instead of going, well, let me just buy another brand. Because if you find something you really like, you repeat. I've been using the same shampoo for a little while because I finally got one that I really like. My hairdresser introduced me to one, and I'm like, what did you use at the shampoo bowl? I want to buy some of that. And I like it. I won't go try to find another one because I really like how my hair does with it, right? And so that's how our customers are. And so our reorder sales, they greatly increase our profit potential. For example, if you work 50 weeks a year and you only add just 2 customers a week, just 2 little customers, and they only ordered $100 a year from you, retail, which I'm gonna tell you, my customers order way more than that. But let's just say that's all they ordered from you, an average of less than $10 a month. Okay, just $100 a year. That's 100 customers. If you just had 2 a week, right? 100 customers times $100 in reorders. Your potential sales of that is $10,000. So that's $5,000 in extra money profit for you just for your reorders. And so the cool thing about that is, like that first year you're in Mary Kay, you're building your customer base. Then the second year you're going to keep building, but all of a sudden you're getting all that reorder business. And those reorders actually start after you've been in about 3 months, because those first initial women are about to run out of their cleanser after 3 or 4 months. So all of a sudden, if you hang in Mary Kay 3 to 6 months, you will see on your month 3, 4, and 5, according to how, if you work consistently, how that reorder business is going to kick in and you're going to make more money. It's pretty awesome. So selling, of course, is the foundation of our business, is selling the products at, you buy them at wholesale, you sell them at retail. Okay. But there are also 3 more things that I just want to mention to you, because most people, when they start thinking about selling Mary Kay, it's only about the selling part. But you can also team build, and Mary Kay pays an additional team building commission bonuses based on your team members' wholesale orders to the company. And the commissions are paid directly from Mary Kay profits. Consultants can earn between 4 and 13% on their personal team members every month. And there's bonuses that you get. And the bonuses are paid immediately, like within 2 days it's in your account. And so that's pretty awesome. Like, I got a team building bonus. One of my personal team members ordered what they call a qualified order on Saturday, and the money was in my account Monday. That's how fast it was. $100 bonus. I'm like, thank you, Mary Kay. And so we call it fast pay. All right. So team building is a great way. And think about this. The girl that signed me up, she signed me up almost 35 years ago, you guys. She has got a commission check on my orders that I order from Mary Kay every single solitary month for 35 years. You guys, I order, I sell a lot of products, okay? So she probably averages about $250 to $300, sometimes more, just on my order alone. And so if I did that and I just said 250 times 12, that's $3,000 a year times 35 years. That is $105,000 that she has made on just me, one recruit. She recruited me right out of college. I mean, she had no idea if I was going to be good or bad, right? She says now she knows I'll be good. But anyway, she's still in. And as long as she is in Mary Kay Cosmetics and I am in, Mary Kay sends her a thank you check every single month. She gets it. She's in Arkansas and I'm in Georgia. And so I'm like, Sandra, enjoy that commission check, girl. I mean, I certainly don't mind. I'm glad for her to have it. So that's pretty awesome. So you never know who you're going to recruit. The last 2 are the car program and leadership in Mary Kay. The car program, I've already talked to you about some of the cars that you can earn the use of driving. And when you earn the use of a Mary Kay car, Mary Kay pays your tags, your registration fees, your tax, and up to 85% of the insurance. And you're eligible to earn a new car to drive the use of a new car to drive every 2 years. So every 2 years you requalify. So you will take your car that is only 2 years old, you go to the dealership and you drop it off and you pick up a brand new one. So since I have been working with Mary Kay, I have earned the use of 16 free Mary Kay cars. So I just turn in the old one and pick up the new one. It's so amazing. The one I have right now, I picked up in July. So it's only about 8 months old. And so, I'll drive it for a little while and then uh I'll be able to pick up another one in 2 years. So pretty fun, pretty fun. And then leadership is the last one. So leadership in Mary Kay, some of you are born leaders, some of you have learned to be leaders. But leadership, every single consultant that signs up in Mary Kay has the opportunity to promote herself to the position of independent sales director, which is what I am. Mary Kay pays sales directors increased commissions due to their leadership and coaching. They earn 4 to 13% on their personal team, plus an additional 9 to 13% or 23% on their entire unit of consultants, as well as numerous cash and monthly bonuses. For me personally, the most, well, I'm not even going to talk about that. Well, I will just tell you this. Some of our top national sales directors, one of the gals, made $100,000 in 1 month. I don't make that, but you know what? When I see someone else make that, I'm like, thank you. I could think I can work towards that. Me personally, the most I made in a month was about 18,000. But here's the thing. If I know there's another girl, Mary Kay, that's making 50, 60, 70, 80, thousand a month in Mary Kay, then I think, well, if she can, I can, right? So, but when I started Mary Kay, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was excited that I sold $400 my first week and I had $200 profit. That profit was more than my whole check that week for my job. That was a long time ago. But think about that, you guys. That's amazing. Okay, the next thing I want to tell you about is just a few advantages of Mary Kay that you may not know. One is we have no quotas, no territories. You can book, sell, recruit in the United States. Flexible hours, personal growth, unlimited earning potential. You can advance at your own pace. You are self-employed, so you get tax deductions, which is pretty awesome, and numerous educational opportunities that just make you a better person. It really does. And so what does it take to get started in Mary Kay? Okay, what does it take and how does it work? Most people want to know, what does it take to get started and how do I get trained? That's what I wanted to know anyway. So what it takes to get started, in Mary Kay, we're not a company that just gives people books and say, look at the book and order, okay? We're not just a book thrower. We actually have a service, and the service is that we let people try before they buy. So in order to do that, you have to have some supplies, so you purchase a starter kit. And in the kit is over $400 of retail products and supplies. And the kit is $100 for new consultants that sign up, plus tax and shipping. And so like around here, it's like 118, something like that in Georgia. And once you purchase that kit, which is over $400 worth of stuff inside, then you get a consultant number and you are able to log into our consultant site on the internet. You can place your orders from there. You get all your training from there. I will say training, Mary Kay, it's kind of funny. We say our consultants are the most trained consultants in the world. We're probably overtrained and underworked because there's all kind of training opportunities. You can go to sales meetings locally. You can have calls like this online. You can learn. You can get training from our Mary Kay website. We have all kind of events. We're all going down to Orlando in a couple of weeks for a career conference. We have seminar in Dallas. I mean, there's just all kind of training. Like if you want training, you can get training. The only people that can say, I never was trained is because honestly, they never looked at their phone or opened their computer or attended anything, because there's training is all over the place in Mary Kay. So we definitely teach you what you know how to do this. Okay. Inventory is optional in Mary Kay, but it is recommended. People do like to buy it. Like I'll tell you, makeup is an impulse buy. So when someone wants some new makeup, like they want it. And so if you have inventory, it does help you have it on hand when you do your parties. You're going to sell a little bit more. But that's something you can make a decision about that after you join and figure out what you can do with that. We do have a 90% buyback. So if for any reason you decide to discontinue your Mary Kay business, you could actually send any unused product back to Mary Kay and they will send you 90% of your money back. So that is a pretty big deal, I think. It's really not a big risk, because what do you have to lose if you tried it and you really stink at it, and not one single person would buy one single thing, you got a really nice bag that you could use for like an overnight bag or a nice briefcase. You've got the products that are inside it, right? So there's just really not that much to lose for giving it a try. You never know. I didn't know if I'd be good or not. I just knew I did like the product, and I thought, well, it sounds like something I could try. And if I don't like it, I'll just go right back to not doing it, right? It's no big deal. So if you'd like to try, we'd love to have you. And so what I like to ask you to think about is what impressed you the most about everything you've heard. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm recording this. I'm going to close the video out, and I'm going to actually talk to the guest that's on here and ask some questions. So, but for everybody else, I'll just say that if this sounds like something you'd like to do, okay, just contact the person that invited you to watch this and let her know. Say, you know what? I think I want to order my kit, and we'll get you started like today. Okay. So